Hello collectors, welcome to episode 36 of Statue Talk. I'm your host, Joe Prodzik. With me as always, the Kato Kid, Kwong Tran. Now, Statue Talk is a show where Kwong and I share our thoughts and opinions on upcoming statue previews, pre-orders, and share with you some updates to our collection. So thanks for joining us on this week's episode. Now Kwong, hit the music.
Go, go Power Rangers! So Joe, it's been 2 weeks. What have you been up to, man?
Not a whole lot.
Not a whole lot? Yeah, me neither, but...
It's been driving around a lot for work. Spending lots of time in the car. Working hard. Not hardly working.
Smart working?
Smart working. Been playing a lot of Mass Effect Andromeda. About 40 hours into it.
Yeah.
The game got a lot of hate during reviews.
It really did.
It got good reviews, but good reviews weren't good enough.
Yeah, because I think the average is like 7 to an 8 out of 10, something like that. Which is not bad.
Hey, I love it. It's probably one of my favorite games of the past couple of years. It's Mass Effect.
Yeah, it's like
story.
It's a game that you love. You love the trilogy. I think you said the second one was your favorite, if I was correct.
No, probably the third one is my favorite.
Yeah?
I'm not a hater about the ending of Mass Effect 3. Like
you did.
A lot of people
You did when it first came out, though.
No.
Yeah, you did. And you're like, what the fuck was this ending? And then later on they changed it up.
It was like the single hardest moment and decision I've had to make in a video game. I literally had to pause the game. Actually, the first time I died during the ending, because if you don't make a decision, you just die. And then, so the second time I was like, oh shit, I still didn't know what to do.
Yeah. Okay.
And I had to pause it and I just say, shit, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? And I don't remember what decision I made the first time, but the second time I played it, and that was with the updated ending. Yeah. You know, I knew which way I wanted to go, and all the DLC already, so it was my final ending. But yeah, really dig it, really like it. Other than that, I've been watching just more Berserk.
Yep. You said up to episode 6 now?
Yeah, episode 6, though, on the new season. I haven't gone back to the original series.
Oh, so you're still watching it subtitled?
Yeah, so I'm still watching the new season subtitled. And I want to finish that before I go back to the old season.
How many episodes is the new season?
It's like 12.
Okay, that's not too bad. I thought it was going to be like 26, like the old one.
I think season 2 is out in like mid-April.
Okay.
So it might be a while before I go back to the old Berserk.
Mm-hmm. So the new one does pick up after the movies, right? That you've been watching, or no?
Yeah, it's like because you watch the movies and then after the movies you're like, well, the story's not over. Yeah. Where do I go from here? And the anime picks up not immediately after. I think it's like 2 years after it picks up. And the animated series is a little bit stranger because you have that Puck.
Yeah, that changes.
Fairy that, depending on who he's talking to and what scene it is, looks one way. Next scene, it looks another way. Mm-hmm. I haven't quite figured that out yet, but I think it has something to do with who the Puck is interacting with. Yeah. So if it's like interacting with a child, it looks one way. If it's interacting with an adult, it looks another way. Yeah. So I'm still... I want to see if that's the case. I haven't Googled it or anything because I want to try to figure it out myself yet. But just been watching that. I did pop into a comic book shop.
Oh, did you?
A couple days ago.
Nice.
I was having lunch, and there's a comic book shop across the street, so I popped in. It's kind of thought about buying some books, but it was really like a ragtag shop. Mm-hmm. Like books were just thrown everywhere, and graphic novels were just thrown everywhere. I was on the lookout. I wanted to read some Hellboy, so I was on the lookout for Hellboy, but they only had like these huge like hardcover volumes, and they only had like volume 3 and 4. They didn't have volume number 1 anyway. So I've never read the Hellboy comics, I did really like the movies. And I do want to read the Hellboy books at some point. So I was thinking about doing that. Any other movies? Did I watch a movie last weekend?
Did you watch Beauty and the Beast with the girls?
No, not Beauty and the Beast. I rented... Oh, I bought Rogue One.
Rogue One, okay.
On digital.
Nice.
I digitally bought Rogue One and watched that again last weekend. It might be my favorite Star Wars movie.
Yeah? Wow.
I think it's really good. And my favorite Star Wars movie is Return of the Jedi, but, this movie is better because it's newer and because the specs are better, sometimes when you go back and watch older movies, even
the CGI,
even the upgraded Star Wars movies, they still show their age. And one of the great movies, when you see a newer version of that same thing, it's like, oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, right? I know what you mean. Yeah, I definitely liked... Rogue One was definitely fresh for me. I really loved the ending, though. The ending was tight. For those who haven't seen it, I'm sure you'll enjoy the ending.
Yeah, of course, the ending is really, really cool and good. It's just better. Rogue One is better than... I thought it was better than Episode 8, hands down.
Yeah?
Hands down better than Episode 8. I wish... the main trilogy, the main storyline, the Skywalker storyline is a little bit more kiddish, right?
Yeah.
A little bit more child-friendly, right? Both in the story and the writing and everything, the hokiness, and then Rogue One is a little bit more of an adult movie, right?
I get it. Yeah,
and that's what I really liked about it. So, yeah, that's what I've been up to. What about you?
My brother borrowed my PlayStation 4, so didn't really get to play that much games at all. I did plug in the PlayStation 3 and I found out that I had a few games on there that I digitally downloaded. There was Grand Theft Auto, Payday 2, just a bunch of others, old school games.
GTA 5?
Yeah, GTA 5. So I was like, oh, maybe I should play that. But then it was just so weird to go back into the PlayStation 3 controller.
It is.
So then I plugged in my PlayStation 4 controller, but then, it had to be hardwired. So I was like, kind of weird in a way. So I didn't really get to play any games. Today, actually, since we're filming, it's on Friday. From what I'm aware of, Kingdom Hearts, the whole collection just came out. Not going to pre-order it yet, but from what I'm aware of, there has been circulations where like you could play it in 4K and it's upgraded to 60 frames per second and all that. And I wasn't sure if I wanted to pick it up yet because there's just like, when you started playing Mass Effect Andromeda, there was a little bit of bugs and all that stuff. So from what I'm aware of, Square Enix has gotten feedback to fix a bunch of different frames because the game is now 60 frames instead of 30. So it was like there's like a bunch of glitches and boss fights and all that stuff. So most likely I was going to pick up the game when it's completely fresh, because just for example, like when Arkham Knight came out on the PC, it was like super like bad. Nobody wanted to play it. The graphics was like messed up. So I'm just waiting until the whole patch comes out. Game is totally can be fine playing throughout the game. And then that's what I was going to pick up. I did read a bunch of just articles about The Last of Us 2 and all that stuff, but nothing there's no games that really pop out to me besides the fact that you showed me recently Destiny 2. So just curious to see, are we going to end up picking that up for the PC or the PlayStation 4?
Well, I think we know people who play on PlayStation 4.
That's what will
make us play on PlayStation 4 probably, right? So your girlfriend's... Not your girlfriend, your sister's boyfriend is a big Destiny fan, and he plays on PlayStation 4, so if we want to play with him, we'll probably do the same.
He ended up texting me this morning, actually, saying that you guys got to join the Destiny group, and you guys got to play with us on PlayStation 4, and I was like, we'll see.
Yeah, I liked Destiny.
Definitely after the patch, it was a lot better.
Yeah, it is a little bit too MMO-ish.
Which is what I didn't like either.
A little bit too multiplayer heavy. And then the big events, the big raids, were different because, if you wanted to do a strike and you played with 3 people, then you would just randomly matchmake with 3 people and then you'd play it. Well, then they have raids, which are completely different than the whole rest of the game. The way it works, the way you find people, the way you you play it with an insulated team, right? And
we just never had the chance to actually do that.
I just didn't want to deal with that, honestly. I just want to pop in and play when I can and go for it. And these were a little bit more complicated. And, you know, so hopefully they change that during Destiny 2. Yeah. Saw the trailer and the story. I'm
still a little weak, you think? I didn't even see the trailer, to be honest.
Yeah,
I'm not super excited about it, but that's like, I think it's supposed to come out later this year, and that's like the only game that I'm thinking about possibly getting that I was actually gonna buy.
Well, one game we haven't seen yet is Red Dead Redemption.
Oh yeah,
it's supposed to come out before the end of the year too.
Okay, there you go. Yeah,
November
that's
time
a
frame.
huge hype.
What people are guessing. That's rumored to be very MMO-ish too, though. I'm not sure about that. I'll play next month's Dawn of War 3 is going to come out.
Oh, yeah. I was curious. Yeah, I was going to talk to you to see if we were both going to get it to play it together.
Well, I'm definitely going to get it. I definitely would like to whoop your ass in it.
Okay. We'll see.
You know, you like to play StarCraft.
Yeah.
And we bought StarCraft and didn't really play it.
And which speaking about StarCraft, they actually Blizzard just announced that they're remastering the old school StarCraft. So that's actually really great. My brother's a huge fan, and I used to play that so much when I was a kid. So it's kind of, you know, reliving your childhood dreams, being able to play that. So it's going to look forward to see how they're going to do that. Most likely, from what I'm aware of, they said that I think they're just going to touch up the multiplayer, and like just patch it up, but nothing about the campaign is going to be exactly the same from what I'm aware of. So
now let's talk. I wanted to talk a little bit before we get to the previews and pre-orders, a little bit about a lot of the comic book movie trailers that have come out recently.
Oh,
we've seen. We got Justice League. We've got Spider-Man Homecoming. And then there was it wasn't a trailer, but it was kind of like
teaser?
A feature of Avengers Infinity War. Sort of like a behind.
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah.
No, that one's really old though, isn't it? It's a couple months.
Yeah, might be.
Yeah.
But it's like a behind the scenes sort of deal where it talks about the film, but there's no actual like movie footage or anything. So first let's start with Justice League. What did you think of that?
For me, I'm not a huge fan of DC, especially the DCEU. A lot of people will give me hate for it, but I did like Man of Steel. Definitely like Man of Steel. It's not in the current DC universe thing, but I did like the Dark Knight, the whole trilogy with Christopher Nolan, who actually directed it. But just the new one, I don't know, it just doesn't pull me in. Like, I didn't like BVS, didn't like Suicide Squad. That's just me. A lot of people love that movie, and it made a bunch of money. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I know you love the movies, so.
Well, you're saying movies plural.
Well,
I loved Batman versus Superman.
Yes, you did.
I did like Man of Steel. I loved Batman versus Superman. And Suicide Squad was just okay.
Yeah.
The new Justice League trailer.
Because I will admit, Nora and Aquaman looks fucking sick as hell. Not really a fan of Cyborg. Wonder Woman obviously looks fucking hot because that's fucking Gal Gadot. Batman, still fine. I do like his new suit though. A lot of people hate his new suit. I'm actually liking it. We didn't really get to see much of Superman because he's just, there's supposed to be a secret about it. Flash looks a little bit too futuristic like. And he just seems like a clown the entire movie. But that's the way I look.
Isn't he a wise ass though?
Yeah, but not that wise of an ass. I don't know. It just depends on which one you're a fan.
You're probably used to watching the Flash
that's
TV show.
Why, yeah.
And probably not reading any any of his comics at all. I really haven't read any, but I do read Justice League. And, he's a little bit of a wise ass. So I am looking forward to it. I'm a little bit deflated, because there's rumors that Ben Affleck is not going to be the Batman after the Justice League movies.
Ooh, really?
Yeah, so that kind of deflates my enthusiasm. Because that's what I really want to get to. I really want to get to the solo.
I do,
Ben Affleck,
I agree.
Batman.
If it was any of the solo movies that I would be super interested in, it was definitely the Batman movie. Because I feel like Ben Affleck does really good as Batman, but Wonder Woman doesn't doesn't get me really tingling. Cyborg movie on itself doesn't really get me.
Wonder Woman doesn't get me.
You know what I mean though? Like the movies,
tingling.
you know what I mean?
Wonder Woman
it doesn't seem
tingling.
like it's gonna be great.
Hot.
It looks like it's gonna be okay. Yeah, obviously she's hot. But like the Cyborg movie, being by himself, it seems okay. It's great to have him, you know, on the big screen because a lot of people probably don't know about him. The Flash, seeing him on the big screen too would be nice as well. So.
And then Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Mm-hmm. You want to go first before I go?
Yeah, I'm not that excited about it.
Really?
I don't think it looks that great.
Really? Okay.
And why is because of Robert Downey Jr. and Tony Stark.
You just didn't like him in it, or?
I don't think he should be in the movie. I just want a Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, I agree.
It's fine if there's some, you know, maybe a scene or, you know, first couple minutes, you know, he's done with the Avengers and then he goes on to be Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But I don't want Iron Man and Spider-Man movie. I want a Spider-Man movie. I want just him.
Yeah.
You know?
I can see that. For me, I'm not super hyped about it like I usually was, but it did raise my eyebrow a little bit right when I saw it. I was like, okay. I like how the fact that, you know, he got the new suit in Civil War, but then in the trailers, if, you know, spoiler alert, if anybody hasn't seen it yet, in the trailers, he gets it taken away.
Right.
So I was like, that's actually kind of a cool way to technically start an Origins again with him without actually starting from the beginning. That's the way I looked at it.
I don't like that because Peter Parker's not a dummy.
Yeah.
He's a genius.
Yeah, obviously.
And he's capable of making his own awesome suit. Yeah. His own Spider-Man suit. Yeah. That doesn't look like it did when it gets taken away, right? Sure, Tony Stark should give him a better suit, and that would be the Iron Spidey suit,
so that's what I thought they were going to maybe do.
As, you know, but Spider-Man is capable of... Peter Parker's capable of making his own awesome suit, right? He doesn't need Tony Stark to do that. So.
Because I just feel like it brings up so many opportunities. Vulture does look pretty cool, actually. Yeah, I gotta admit, it does look really good. He does, Michael Keaton does look like a villain in that one, and I really like that. We didn't really get to see much of the other villains what I'm aware of, but there is a bunch of more. I'm not a huge fan of like the love interest kind of thing. Obviously, it's supposed to be a high school movie because it is Homecoming, but it's not bad. The trailer just was very confusing and just, I agree with the Robert Downey Jr. part where I feel like he's more of a mentor. Everybody's like, oh yeah, he's gonna, you know, get with Aunt May and all that stuff. And it's just hilarious to hear everybody talk about it. But it's, I don't know, you know, Robert Downey Jr., I feel like he might, you know, just not be Iron Man anytime soon. And I feel like that's kind of what it's building up to.
Yeah, so then there are also rumors that Sony is going to drop Spider-Man from the MCU.
What do you mean?
The Spider-Man won't be a part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe after this movie,
Because I know I've heard that they were talking about doing a Venom movie, so that was kind of interesting.
Venom, and then like a Sinister Six movie or something.
Yeah. I just know that the Venom movie is confirmed, but I don't know about the Sinister Six. They confirmed it like way back then, but I don't think they're still doing it.
They can just do a Spider-Man movie and not have other Marvel people in it without dropping out of the MCU.
I agree, yeah.
You know, it's possible maybe Sony's trying to pull some tricks to get Disney to fork over some money for the whole thing. Yeah. Which would be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
Not that I haven't not liked Sony movies, Sony Spider-Man movies. I've liked them all. But they could be a little bit better. Yeah.
And a huge thing too, which my girlfriend was talking about, was the new, you know, when he gets the suit taken away, it kind of looks like a Ben Reilly suit. So I was like, oh, that's kind of sick. So it was very interesting to see. Okay. I'm looking forward to seeing it because, you know, as a huge Spider-Man fan, I just want to see how they're going to do it. What kind of... I feel like it's taken to a different direction than any of the previous Spider-Man movies are. So that's why I'm excited for it. I don't think it's going to be great, but I'm still, you know, hoping that, you know, they do at least a good job.
So now out of the two movies, Justice League and then...
Spider-Man.
Infinity War.
Oh, yeah.
Spider-Man is his own thing.
Yeah.
So between Justice League and Infinity War, which movie are you more excited about?
Obviously, it's Infinity War. Like, the cast, there's such a huge freaking cast. You know, obviously, like, I want to say, like, 25% of the cast is going to die.
Well, honestly, they should all die.
Yeah, I honestly think they should, too.
Well, if you've read the comic book, they all die.
Yeah.
And
Silver Surfer and Adam Warlock comes in or something like that.
Yep. And they saved the day, but either of those two are going to be in that movie.
Yeah, that's what I was curious about too.
I'm looking forward to it more than Justice League.
Because there's like circulations that Adam Warlock's being replaced by Vision.
Yeah.
Something like that. So
because Vision has the stone.
Yeah.
Which would be a huge disappointment for me. I mean, I know Silver Surfer can't be in it, but Adam Warlock not being in it for me is a huge disappointment. Huge disappointment. Now that we've done movie talk for a few minutes, let's get to this week's previews and pre-orders. So first up, Kwong, we got a bust that's been blowing up the internet, especially with its memes, right? First thing that we're going to show today, you know we had to do it, is the Cristiano Ronaldo bust.
Yeah.
Now, Cristiano Ronaldo is probably one of the world's most famous football players right now. Plays for Real Madrid. Had an airport named after him. The Madeira Airport is now like Cristiano Ronaldo Airport. And they, in honor to commemorate that, they did a bust of him, which looks nothing like him.
Yeah.
And it's just corny and cheesy.
I know.
People are doing all kinds of crazy memes of Cristiano Ronaldo. So, well, I'll tell you one thing. The other day, I bought tickets to see Real Madrid and Manchester United play at Levi's Stadium out here in the Bay Area. But
I'm sure they're gonna have this bus just somewhere there, right?
they have it at the airport. So if you ever go to the Madeira Airport, you can get this bus.
No.
That's the most hokiest and corniest looking bust I've ever seen.
Yeah, seriously. Right?
It's like his face is just smaller.
Yeah.
Small for the rest of it.
I feel like it just doesn't. It almost doesn't look like him at all.
Yeah. Anyways, enough of that. Let's go to Elite Creature Collectibles, who have their Guyver statue.
Yes, this one looks really cool. We've seen a bunch, Prime One's doing a bunch of them, and I'm liking that. We don't really talk much about Elite Creature Collectibles, but glad to see them, more often. I don't remember what was the last thing that we saw from them.
Gizmo.
Oh, yeah.
Gizmo.
Yeah, and Gizmo was like really expensive, like $3,000 or something like that.
So this is a 1/3 scale Guyver Zoonoid maquette. It's from the movie, not the anime. This one's from the movie Guyver Dark Hero.
Curious if that's the one that my animal was in.
You're supposed to be my Guyver expert, remember? So this is 1/3 scale.
Yeah, that's amazing.
So different from the Prime 1 pieces, right?
Which they were quarter scale, right?
Yeah. So this is 30 inches in height, 22 inches in width, and 20 inches in depth. It does have special 3D eyes with a light of a function. Limited to 300 pieces worldwide. And estimated shipping is Q3 of this year, 2017.
Dude, this price is gonna be so fucking expensive, isn't it?
No, prices these days are interesting. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
They're all over the place.
Yeah.
You don't know anymore. You don't know. So, early bird retail price of $1,900. And that's good until April 18th. And then after that, it's going to be priced at $2,000. So we know Elite Creature Collectibles is a little bit more pricey.
Yeah. Because usually I was honestly expecting this piece to be like $2,500, to be honest.
Yeah, so the character was actually designed by ECC art director Steve Wang.
Wow.
So he actually designed the character for the movie, and then they're making the statue. So
that's awesome.
If you're a fan of the Guyver movies, and I haven't even seen them, are they on Netflix?
No, but we should watch them. Definitely watch them.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what the Guyver is all about. No, there are a lot of fans of it.
Yeah.
So this is from the movie The Dark Hero. It's available to pre-order now on the ECC website.
Get it now.
All right, Kwong, now we're going to talk some first 4 figures. What are you doing? Is that a 4?
Sure.
Oh, I get it, because the statue. you were praising, he was praising the sun. So this is the Solaire of Astoria statue from the Dark Souls video games.
Yeah. Something that we haven't gotten into yet, but maybe in the future.
I do want to play Dark Souls 3, and they just had a DLC come out. Looks really cool. So this guy, I believe, is from the first game.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it's just your main character that you play in the beginning. No?
I don't know.
I'm thinking that's what it is.
I don't know. I have no idea.
I just know you roll a lot. Roll.
I've seen a bunch of memes with this guy, right?
Going like this.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So they got a few different versions of this statue. They have a regular version, $294.99. They have an exclusive version, which has the light up base, for $344.99.
Mm-hmm.
They have the Praise the Sun edition, which is the clear statue.
This one looks sick.
That lights up as if he's praising the sun.
Yeah, which is awesome.
And then they do have a super combo edition.
To get both.
That is, so the Praise the Sun edition is $369.99, and then they have a combo edition where you get both versions of the statue for $639.99.
How much of a savings is that if you buy both?
If you buy both, I don't know, about $100. You want me to do math on camera?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, so this is going to be available in Q4 of 2017.
Yeah,
and as usual, First Four Figures does do some videos of the making of the statue.
Yeah, which is always great. Thanks for they commented on our last video actually.
Yeah, so Dark Souls. Like I said, I have never played it.
Neither have I.
do like the visuals and the graphics of it, the design of it.
I heard it's just a really long ass game too.
And like Bloodborne, I hear is not like a linear story.
Yeah. I heard like the first Dark Souls though was like hella hard. Like you don't even know where the fuck to go.
Yeah.
You just walk for days.
So that would be a tough game for me to play, but I do want to try Dark Souls 3.
Mm-hmm.
Once they have like a game of the year or a collection with all the DLC
That's the best
for like
$30,
then I'll probably try it out.
Mm-hmm.
So the Solaire of Astora. Solaire of Astora statue is available for pre-order on the First Four Figures website right now. Next one, we got a little teaser from Gentle Giant.
Yep, a little bit.
Which we don't often feature here on the channel. They do a lot of Star Wars stuff. A lot of like busts and sort of old school action figures and stuff. A lot of smaller scale statues. But they have something that's called the Premier Guild, which is like sort of like a club that you join, and then you get exclusive access to statues.
Oh.
And you get to like pre-order the regular statues faster. So in 2017, this is going to be one of their Premier Guild statues, still pending licensor approval. So this is Darth Revan from Star Wars.
Yeah, I don't know the character at all, to be honest, 'cause I'm not a huge Star Wars fan, just like you. But holy crap, this guy looks fucking sick.
So Darth Revan is the character that you play in Knights of the Old Republic.
Okay.
So, and then he's also in... Is he in... You play the same character in Knights of the Old Republic too? I think so.
I'm not sure. That's all you. But this guy looks sick.
It's been a while. And then
awesome.
He's also in Star Wars The Old Republic, the online MMO. He's a character in there. So
do we kill? It's kill? Or do we just say hi to him?
No, there's a storyline with him, kind of mid-level of the game, and then there's an expansion called the Knights of Revan, Shadow of Revan, which I haven't played yet. And then I think he's featured in the game. So what's interesting about this character is it could be male or female.
Yeah, that's cool.
Right, they do have a book of him out, but technically he is considered a part of the Star Wars Legends. So that's why this is pending licensor approval, and it wouldn't be surprised me if Disney denied letting them release a Darth Revan statue, because as you may have seen, there haven't been any Legends statues coming out.
Yeah.
Nothing more from even Star Wars The Old Republic, which is still going on. You know, that's why I think this might have a chance, is because the Old Republic video game is still going on, still being updated. This is a character from that game, so it's possible it could get approved. I would like to get my hands on this because I love Knights of the Old Republic.
Yeah, this guy looks really cool. If you do get it, if you are able to get him and the license approved, man.
It's supposed to be a 1/8 scale though. It's not going to be a big scale, yeah. So that's it this week from Gentle Giant. Mark Kwong, now we're going to talk some Hollywood Collectibles Group.
Who are you going to call?
Hollywood Collectibles Group.
That's who you're going to call?
Hollywood Collectibles Group. Well, last time we saw them on the show, they were with their Pinhead bust.
Mm-hmm. That looked really awesome.
Yeah, looked really awesome.
Super expensive.
Yeah, I'm surprised I didn't buy it, though, because I love me some Pinhead.
Yeah.
But now they have going to be doing some Ghostbusters statue.
Original
OG Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
So first up, they have the exclusive quarter scale Ray Stantz, priced at $399.95. The HCG does offer payment plan as little as $49 a month.
That's awesome.
So this is Ray Stantz, approximately 19 inches tall, on a Ghostbusters themed base. The exclusive features an additional switch-out portrait complete with ecto goggles and classic Ghostbusters expression.
Nice.
So limited to only 250 pieces.
Wow, really limited actually.
Estimated to ship Q3 of 2017. It's going to weigh approximately 18 pounds.
Wow. It's actually pretty heavy actually.
Yeah. Are you a Ghostbusters fan?
No.
Have you seen Ghostbusters? Maybe.
I've seen bits and parts of it, but I haven't seen like the whole thing. We've had this conversation before. we were originally was gonna watch it that one day that I was over here, but I don't know. I forgot what happened. Did I end up leaving or something?
I don't know if we can be friends anymore.
Yeah.
So Ray Stantz from Hollywood Collectibles Group, available to pre-order on their website now. I do love the Ghostbusters movie.
There's 3 of them, right? No?
No, there's only 2. There's Ghostbusters 1, and then there's Ghostbusters 2. That hokey 3rd movie that came out.
I wasn't wrong.
Does not count.
Did you even watch it?
I watched it.
Was it bad?
My daughter likes it. My wife liked it. I did not like it.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It just, I didn't like it because it completely threw out the first 2 movies, right? They would have, it's like first 2 movies didn't exist. So nobody ever heard of Ghostbusters. Nobody ever heard of, these guys that weren't involved. It's like it never even happened. It's like an alternate universe sort of thing. So that's why I didn't like it.
That makes sense.
And then as a movie, I just didn't like it anyway. But that's one major thing I didn't like about it. So that really threw me off.
Because I remember watching it when I was a kid with my brother, but I was like so little. I was really young. I was like, I want to say like 5 or 8 when I watched it. So I don't remember it completely. I just remember a big, fat, marshmallow looking dude.
Oh, Stay Puffed, Marshmallow Man. Yep.
I just remember that guy and I was like, this guy's awesome.
And you remember Slimer.
The green dude, right? Yeah.
And you remember the dogs.
No, I don't remember the dogs.
You remember the demon dogs?
I just remember that green Slimer dude and that big puff.
Yeah. Well, I really enjoyed the movies. These would be some good statues for anybody who collects movie statues and any Ghostbuster fans. So, this is up for pre-order on the HCG website now. I'll post a link in the comment section if you want to go get some business done with the Hollywood Collectibles Group. Now we're going to take a look at a couple of teasers from Handmade Objects, HMO Collectibles. We've got a couple images here of Necrosis statue. Keep teasing us with this statue.
Yeah, man, this statue looks fucking awesome.
From their Bounties of Bathos line. And then HMO is announcing a new license that they're going to have.
Yeah.
Darkstalkers. They're going to be making quarter scale versions of these statues.
Yeah, I think my girlfriend's she's a huge fan of them, so.
What is Darkstalkers?
It's like,
Is it a game?
Yeah, it's a game, and from what I'm aware of, I don't know if there's an anime for it, but I know there's like a comic book for it too. But I think originally it was a game. Yeah, she's usually associated with like the Capcom side, things like Street Fighter and whatnot.
HMO should be having some more stuff to show at
SGTCC.
TGCC.
I was close.
All right, Kwong. Now it is time to talk some pop culture shock. Be careful there. You're going to knock over your Spider-Man. So they had a pre-order last Monday.
Big one.
Bust we've been showing off.
Yep.
The White Ranger bust from the Power Rangers television show. So I don't think this is sold out. It doesn't look like it's sold out yet.
Probably. I don't think so.
But it is priced at $999.99.
Which is actually pretty not bad, wasn't the Scorpion like $1,200 or something like that?
I think so.
Yeah.
He's estimated to ship second
2019.
quarter of 2018. So yes, around 2019 sometime. Edition size of 200. PCS also does do payment plans.
Nice.
So there might be a few White Ranger busts still out there. Head to the Pop Culture website to get one.
Shadow Kame from Pop Culture Shock.
Yep. Next pre-order for Pop Culture Shock is Monday, April 3rd at 3 p.m. Pacific Time, Quam. This is Shadow Lu Kami.
Shadow Lu Kame.
What did I say?
No, I said Shadow Kame.
Oh.
But it's Shadow Lu Kame.
Shadow Lu Kami. So Kami when she was working for Shadow Lu in the M. Bison-like gear. So this is going to have 3 different versions of this statue. This is a part of their quarter scale mixed media line.
Ooh.
So one that I am interested in.
Yeah, sure you are.
Though seeing some teasers lately, I'm not sure I'm completely out of the Ultra line.
Yeah.
And I'll show you why in a little bit. So 3 different versions. As usual, they're going to have a regular version, which doesn't have switch out parts.
Yep.
Regular version is going to be limited to 500 pieces, priced at $399.99. Estimated ship date of second quarter 2018. So 2019, yep. And we joke. We love Pop Culture Shock.
We do.
We just want them to get them right. Just get them right. Take your time. That's fine by me.
It's better to say it longer than saying it shorter. You know what I mean?
It's better on my budget, definitely. So then they have the PCS Dictator Exclusive, which is limited to 275 pieces, $410. So a little bit more. You do get up to a 10% discount for paying up front with PCS. Same ship date. This one includes detachable fabric cape and a switch alternate torso. So the regular also includes the cape, but does not include the torso. So she has 2 different poses with her hands, which is kind of cool. And then you have the Player 2 PCS exclusive, which is the blue version. So she comes with the blue cape, and then she also comes with the alternate stance, right? And this one is on my radar. I've just been ordering a lot of stuff lately.
Yeah.
And so, I'll probably get it. I really like the mixed media line. I think Cammy looks awesome.
Yeah, she really does.
Yeah, she's going to look really, really cool.
Some Rocky!
So now,
Rambo.
Kwong. Yes, Rambo. So now, Kwong, we're going to talk some Sylvester Stallone and Rambo. And just come up front and say you haven't seen these movies.
I've seen this one, actually.
You have? John Rambo?
Yep.
Cool.
Come on, dude, it's Rambo!
Don't act like.
But no, I did see this when I was a kid on TV with my brother. Oh, dude's a badass.
Yeah, I love the Rambo movies.
Did this one come out before the Alien? When he would... No, that's Arnold. Never mind.
Are you confusing Sylvester Stallone and Arnold Schwarzenegger?
For some odd reason, I thought Sylvester Stallone was an alien, but he wasn't.
Yeah, no alien for Sylvester Stallone. Judge Dredd. Oh, could they do a Stallone Judge Dredd? I'd buy that.
Yeah.
A hell it would. But this is the 1/3 John Rambo statue from Pop Culture Shock. You're seeing a little bit of video here. You're seeing that PCS is taking pictures out in natural light.
Which is kind of crazy.
I think it looks badass.
Yeah, it really does.
If I was a movie statue collector, I would definitely buy this, but kind of taking it easy on the movie versions of statues. Yeah. So I don't yet know when this is going to be available for pre-order. I think it should be out there
real soon
at WonderCon, for those of you who are going to WonderCon. you can take a look at this Rambo in person. But they're taking pictures of it, so the pre-order is going to come within the next couple.
It's usually like a month afterwards.
Yeah. A couple weeks to a month after they show these studio of them taking pictures, it usually comes up for pre-order. So I imagine probably I would think mid-April, a couple weeks after Cami, right? But you might have some statues in between there. And so speaking of WonderCon, Pop Culture Shock does have their biggest booth ever at WonderCon this weekend. So check out their Instagram page if you want to stay up to date on all of their reveals and their booth.
Yep.
So
there's gonna be some surprises, I'm sure.
Yeah, so I did steal a couple of videos from their Instagram to show you here on the channel. So the first up, they're showing some pictures of them building their booth.
Yeah.
Originally, Kwong and I were thinking about going down the WonderCon, but we weren't able to make that happen at this time. And PCS was going to be the only statue company there. Last year, there were other statue companies, and PCS was the only one that is there this time. So that's why they have their biggest booth yet. So first up, we're going to take a look at the Darkness statue. And Kwong, I don't know if you've seen this movie.
No,
Legend.
I haven't.
So this statue is long overdue. But they absolutely want to get it right. And it's just a beast of a statue, right?
This one looks crazy good.
So this was...
his face just looks so... The portrait of him just looks so well done.
So I believe it was played by Tim Curry, and it also starred Tom Cruise. So definite fan. I haven't seen this movie in a really long time, and I was terrified of it as a kid. I was terrified of Darkness as a kid. So then we're going to take a look at the 1/3 Melina from Mortal Kombat.
The one that I thought was hot, but then she took off her mask.
Yeah, the one that you were like, oh, hey, baby, take off your mask. Yeah, it's not pleasant when you take off her mask. Great female sculpt.
Yep.
Pop Culture Shock 1/3 statue. And she looks really good. I think PCS said they might have one more 1/3 Mortal Kombat this year. Maybe Raiden. Which is the one I said, right?
Yeah.
Raiden. Now we're going to take a look here. They do have... Rambo is at WonderCon, so they do have a little bit of a video of Rambo there at WonderCon.
Yep.
Looks great. They do a great job of... PCS does a great job of character likeness.
Yeah.
Something...
Especially like that Conan one that we had way back then.
Yeah. The Conan 1/3. A lot of companies struggle with
the face
actor
portrait
likenesses, and that may be intentional, so you don't have to pay the actor fees. I'm sure PCS is having to pay Stallone for his rights to that, but they're doing him justice. Now we're going to take a look at the. This is the Kessler Wolf.
Just wow.
I don't think this isn't the Kessler Wolf. This is from The Howling. The Kessler Wolf is on all fours from a different movie. So this is the wolf from The Howling. And then we're going to take a look at, looks like they're doing some...
Green Ranger.
Power Ranger busts.
Is this a bust? Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, some Power Ranger busts.
That's not bad.
And then let's look at their Street Fighter statues. First, we'll look at that Shadow Lucami that they have there.
Yeah, she looks badass, man.
Yeah, she does look great.
I wish it was at the other pose. I wanted the picture of the video of the other pose, but
that's why you get the exclusive and you get your choice.
Yeah.
And then the big daddy that everybody is going to be excited about
Bison
is the Bison. And this is why I just said I'm not sure I'm not going to get ultraline statues.
Holy shit, man.
Yeah, right?
Holy shit.
Yeah. Holy shit is right for that Bison. And then here he is, a little picture of someone cosplaying as Bison, and then you get to see Bison along with the Ultra GIF.
Do you have anything from the Ultra line yet?
Vega.
Vega? Okay, that's the one. Okay.
Yeah, so they have the bigger bases that are not the flat black.
Yeah, but
they're more decorative, right? And
Oh shit, man, that bison.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. That would be hard to say no to. I gotta find money for all this stuff. I gotta sell my house or take out a second mortgage, and all these good statues coming out. And I am having a serious problem saying no to it. So so check out the PCS Instagram page for more updates from them at WonderCon. I'm sure they have some more cool stuff to show. They're going to have their biggest booth. I think I saw that they were going to show off their smaller, I think it's 1/18th
Wow.
scale? 1/10th? It's not 1/8th? Maybe 1/8th is really too small. Maybe they're 1/8th scale Street Fighter statues. They're smaller scale. I think I saw DJ might be there, so a lot of people hoping for a quarter scale version of him, but I think they're going to do some smaller scale versions of statues too. So, and then we got that Shadow Liu Kami. Pre-order is April 3rd, 3 p.m. Pacific time. Low edition sizes. Kami's a popular character. She looks great. I wouldn't risk it. I'd get on there and get it if you want one. So that's it this week from Pop Culture Shock. Super looking forward to all their stuff from WonderCon. All right, Kwong. Now it's time to talk to Prime One Studios, who did have several pre-orders in the past 2 weeks.
A lot.
Kind of got dwarfed a little bit by Sideshow itself, and we'll get to that in a little bit. But they did have some really cool pre-orders this week.
Oh, yeah, they did.
Within the past 2 weeks. So last week they had the statue a lot of people have been waiting for. It looks awesome. The Scarecrow from the Arkham Knight video games. So let me give you the details first, Kwong. The exclusive is a limited edition of 500, priced at $899.99. Payment plans as low as $101.25 a month, and estimated arrival April through June of 2018. I am surprised that this isn't sold out already.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing. How is it not?
Because Robin sold out within 24 hours. Two-Face sold out.
I'm thinking it's because maybe people are waiting for that Joker, I'm thinking.
But this is, I don't know, this is the main villain of the Arkham Knight video game.
That's true.
You know, when I was originally envisioning my Arkham Knight collection, I was thinking Batman, Arkham Knight, Robin, Nightwing, and Scarecrow. Once I got 2 1/3 scale Batman statues, I was like, I get all those statues, I'm not going to have room for anything else. So I decided to slim my orders for that line down as much as I love Batman, as much as I love the Arkham Knight video games. And it was a tough decision. I'm pretty sure it was. After we figured out when we were going to talk about the exclusive for this, holy shit, man. Yeah, so let's talk about the exclusive. The exclusive on this one is not a switch out Scarecrow head, but it's a switch out Batman head. That is going to match and be for the Batman Arkham Knight statue. I'm curious if that's the reason why a lot of people missed out on him, because I feel like, okay, if you got Scarecrow, right, and you didn't get Batman, it just feels a little weird, because you just kind of have his head on nothing. You know what I mean? So in a way, I feel like that could have been a little bit of the factor why this hasn't been sold out yet. But holy crap, for those who do have the Batman like you do, they're like definitely in for a treat. I know. This one. The Batman head makes me want to buy Scarecrow. Yeah. I already want to buy I want to buy Scarecrow. But the Batman head. Yeah, they threw the shit at you and you're just like, fuck, really? What do I do? Well, I don't have the room in the budget. I don't think I have the room in the budget. Just too much stuff, and I don't know. Maybe I should say screw it. I'll cancel Superman and Green Lantern and get the Scarecrow. Because honestly, I'd probably rather have Scarecrow than Superman and Green Lantern. It's just the size. It's gonna be big because like you already have a really good setup for Batman and Arkham Knight right now. Throwing him in there, it's definitely it's just the size. I don't have the spot for too many more 1/3. So I have to resist that. So Scarecrow, the exclusive version is still available for pre-order on the Sideshow website. And then we have the Batmobile. I think someone was asking me about this a couple about a week or so ago. We saw this at Winter Wonder Festival.
Yeah.
I think actually Summer Wonderfest. Probably about 6 months ago. This is the Batmobile from Batman vs. Superman.
Yeah. The one that got wrecked up.
The one that Superman... What an asshole.
All he did was just stood there.
Why, he just wrecked that Batmobile up for no good reason.
Yep.
Holier than thou attitude. What a douche.
Douchebag.
Right?
Real douchebag.
So that was a great part of the movie. I do like this Batmobile. So it's 1/10 scale Kwong.
Yep.
It's priced at $1,499. Which we expected because the Arkham Knight Batmobile was the same price. That's really expensive, but it's also super detailed.
Yeah, very like down to the wheels, to every mechanics in it is all there.
Even
all there.
Right, and you can take the roof off.
Put a little Batman in there.
No, this is not a hot toy, Kwong. This is not a hot toy. This is a statue.
Dude, he got even bucket seats in there, man.
He does have bucket seats in there, so it's really cool. I would like it if I had a Batfleck collection, right?
Yeah.
If I had that 1/3 scale or any of those half scale statues,
right?
Get this to go with it. That would look awesome. Right? But again, I'm not doing movie statues, so awesome though. Yeah, awesome. Looks great. So that's available to order on the Sideshow website as well. And then Kwong, we have a Witcher statue up for pre-order. This week as well. This is Yennefer. This is my romance choice.
Yeah. I can see why.
I went with the brunette over the redhead, which don't tell my wife because my wife is a redhead. She would probably kill me. So Yennefer comes with an exclusive crow. It's the exclusive hand attachment with a crow. Cool. Which if you watch the opening sequence of the video game, she uses a magical crow to dive into people's heads and kill them. Kind of cool. So a limited edition to 500, priced at $699.99. Again, payment plans for around $78. Estimated arrival April through June of 2018.
I think she's like $50 expensive.
No.
But it matches the line that
Yeah. She's cheaper than Geralt and
obviously.
Eridan. Man, at the time that Geralt statue came out, I was like, fuck that, that's too expensive.
Yeah, it was like, what, 8 something?
Yeah, and no, I think he was like $750. I was like, screw that. These statues are too expensive. And then
the villain came out and was like, what the fuck?
And then they just keep coming. And then now $700. We're like, oh, it's no big deal for a statue now.
Like, holy shit.
I'll say $700 for a statue, $800, $900. Why not $1,200? Let's pay $1,200 for a statue. But so now this Yennefer has suddenly become reasonably priced, right? All these
Witchers.
Ambitious statues are changing the game, Kwong. So yeah, Yennefer, all these statues from Prime 1 Studios. I'll post links in the description of the video if you want to go to the Sideshow website and get some business done. So
Thanos is one of the darkest characters in the Marvel Universe. A character who can take on the entire Marvel Universe with a grin. There's something really arch-villain about that.
Like a lot of comic book characters, especially big guys, he's got a huge physical presence. What's interesting is most of the time he's depicted sitting, so you get a sense that he's very powerful, but it's not necessarily overt.
He's the Marvel Universe villain to me. He's the Mad Titan. It's cool to have that opportunity where we can kind of take the subject matter and put our own little touch on it. So what we did was we went back to some of the original source material from Jim Starlin or from Ron Lim and find those key aspects to the character and to their costume that make them who they are and try and evolving the design.
It was pretty difficult to pinpoint it at first, to say like, what does this need without going like over the edge or like reinventing the wheel.
We've taken amalgamation of our own and made it our own, and it's kind of all the best qualities that Thanos has.
It was critical that from 10 feet back or 15 feet back, there was no question this was Thanos.
The interesting thing about Thanos is he has a long history. So how do you get the density, the sense of history in that one image?
There were a couple things that we really wanted to get across in the personality of the piece. One was this regal sense, and that's why we went for throne. But we also wanted him to be really intimidating.
We wanted the piece itself to have a presence, and if you had it next to another PF, it would be formidable.
In sitting him down, he still feels intimidating, still feels like the huge mad titan that he is.
You're almost really getting two characters in one with the statue, because it's, you've got Thanos, which is awesome, but the chair is equally as awesome.
It's got a lot of complexity and a lot of detail.
Not only is this character powerful physically, he's powerful technologically. And so I wanted the throne to represent all of that.
I wanted to push the level of color and also bring a cosmic outer galaxy look to this thing. So purplish metallic tone that goes back to his skin.
They had to design that entire paint job the same way as we had to design the entire sculpt with all the layers of detail. They had the exact same process to go through.
I think everyone involved found something that they didn't know they had, and I think that's what makes it exceptional.
Seeing this piece come to life has been awesome. It's been inspiring.
I'm hopeful that fans, when they look at it, they'll see we were as true to the classic as we could be, while understanding our ambition to push the piece as well. When you look at the portraits, there's definitely Jim Starlin and Ron Lim written all over them.
It is a team effort. It is a collaboration of many hands that make this all happen.
Everyone involved just put their A game on with this piece, and so it's definitely a testament to what we're able to do and achieve.
I really feel like the risk we took in stepping forward on this project and through the process with a couple of unknowns really to me is paid off.
There is a level of service that we have to give to the fans.
This was not going to be a project where we cut any corners.
All the fans out there know what this guy looks like. They expect a certain quality and look to this character.
When people see this piece, I hope that they'll see Thanos in a new way.
So that video you just watched was an inside look at the Thanos maquette. And that video helped convince me to order the statue.
Yeah, that was a lot to take in. A lot to take in.
Yeah, it looks amazing. Mm-hmm. Looks a crazy good. Yeah. So this guy came up for pre-order on Thursday.
Yep, yesterday.
Around 12 p.m. Pacific time. Mm-hmm. Yesterday as we filmed this. And so there was a lot of debate, especially once we found out the price was going to be it's not even $11.99. It's exactly $1,200. $1,200 for the Thanos on Throne maquette by Sideshow.
Yeah.
Right. Limited edition of
$750
for the exclusive. Mm-hmm. Switch out portrait.
Yep.
And confirmed now by Sideshow to have light up features. So there was some debate. Is this worth $1,200? Are people going to buy it?
Mm-hmm.
Even though they announced the edition size early for the exclusive, which Sideshow doesn't usually do,
Yeah.
but they did in this case. They wanted to make this a highly collectible statue. They wanted to put their stamp on this piece as a statement piece.
Mm-hmm.
And so I told myself, if this is over $1,000, I'm not going to order it. So when Thursday came, guess what I did? I ordered it because I'm a schmuck.
Yep. We're bringing it to the channel, man.
Well, here's why I ordered it. One of my favorite comic books of all time is the Infinity Gauntlet series.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about Infinity War, how much I love Adam Warlock and Thanos and that whole story.
Yep.
So I have a deep connection with Thanos,
Yep.
Infinity Gauntlet, this story.
Mm-hmm.
It's a must-have for me in my collection. $1,200 is going to be the most expensive statue
You ever bought, I think.
I have bought direct from a company.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. 5 from the XM Studios one.
XM Studios have cost about the same amount.
Yeah.
And,
But that's because of the shipping.
and look over there. So you got
Black Bolt,
Daredevil, Black Bolt,
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange. I do not like any of those characters as much as I like Thanos.
Mm-hmm.
And I paid the same price, right? So this, when I was thinking about that, I was like, okay, when you think about Sideshow statue, you think about $1,200. Like, on Voltron was $1,200. I said, no.
Yep.
No.
Too much.
Hell no. But recently I started putting my statues on a payment plan.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's a little bit easier for me to swallow. Well, Thanos is about $135 a month.
Yep.
And I had room in my budget for him. So I put him on the payment plan. So he is estimated to arrive
2019.
January through March of 2018. So earlier than I expected.
So a year from now, pretty much.
A year from now. So, Kwong, on Thursday, Thanos was waitlisted in less than 10 minutes.
Yeah. I'm not surprised.
And officially sold out shortly thereafter.
Yeah.
That is crazy for a Sideshow statue.
Mm-hmm. We've been wanting this piece since December, man. Ever since we saw a small teaser of him.
I didn't think I was going to like it. Mm-hmm. When I saw the teasers, I thought it was going to be too movie-like.
Yeah.
Now, I like modern versions of characters.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't like movie versions of characters.
Yep.
But this is a modern comic book Thanos, which I really like. And this statue is huge. It's going to be humongous.
Yep.
It is going to be the centerpiece of my collection.
Yeah, it really is.
I don't know if it can beat out Akuma.
Depends on the texture on this guy.
Yeah, well, he has great texture.
Yeah, it looks like great texture already.
Right,
You just have to deliver it.
Definitely going to be one of the centerpieces of my collection. It's going to go well with my other Marvel statues, right? Yes. So definitely had to put this one on order.
Mm-hmm. It was a tough decision.
It was a tough decision. That video that we watched
was what made you...
Yeah, to see all the details, all the work that went into it. See, what they did with Thanos. And then they had Thanos on Sideshow Live a couple of times. They talked to the artist, everything that went into the piece, all the TLC that went into it. I had to get it. Yeah. Let's just see if Sideshow's factories can pull it off.
That's what I feel like a lot of this is going to be worried about. It's just the factory.
Hey, they
can't be lazy on this.
They've been doing good stuff lately, but for $1,200, they've got to be on point.
They got to go kind of over and beyond, I feel like.
They've got to be on point. I thought Daredevil was going to be, or not Daredevil, Deadpool, $700 Deadpool was going to be a defining statue for them. I think this one is even more so.
Yeah, I agree.
This is going to say, is Sideshow able to make these types of pieces? They can make the prototype. Let's see if they can deliver an awesome top of the line finished product.
And I'm definitely looking forward to seeing this next year. Holy crap. This is probably going to be one of the biggest highlights, I think, next year.
We know Sideshow can make good statues. They make good statues. They make a lot of high quality statues. Some are they do still have some misses. But this statue is, can they make
The best.
the best.
Yep. That's how I look at it too.
Now, I hope they don't always try to make the best.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to spend $1,200
Every single time.
Every single time. I'm okay with the $500 statue still.
Like most of the premium
The run-of-the-mill stuff. I'm still okay with that.
Yeah.
And then an occasional
Just
home
don't
run, right?
This
Grand
yeah,
Slam.
like come on.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what I want now after this Qual, I want an Adam Warlock
And a Silver
mixed
Surfer.
media to go with this.
Yeah, there you go.
And new Silver Surfer would be nice.
Yeah,
too.
Silver Surfer would be really cool.
I know it has the Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't really like Guardians of the Galaxy. I mean, I love the Guardians of the Galaxy movie. But comic book, I don't really care about those characters.
Yes.
Thanos can kill them all for I care. And I'm like, oh, you don't have to bring them back. That's cool. You don't even have to bring them back. But Guang, a lot of the Guardians of the Galaxy were actually members of the Infinity Watch with Adam Warlock before they were Guardians of the Galaxy. Drax and Gamora, they were all with Adam Warlock in the Infinity Watch comic book series, which I love. So, I'm hoping for that character. It's probably a long shot.
I don't think anybody's had made one, right? Before. I think once before.
Bowen made a 6
Small one,
scale.
yeah, okay.
Small. I want a mixed media, Sideshow, proper version of the statue.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Now we're going to move on to some Star Wars.
Star Wars!
Because Thanos was not the only Sideshow
Not the only
pre-order on Thursday.
Definitely a lot more.
It took them a while.
We got 2 more, I think.
It took Sideshow just a little bit longer to put up this Boba Fett after everybody was ordering a Thanos. So Boba Fett exclusive from Sideshow, quarter scale, mixed media, Boba Fett. They just released one about a year ago.
Yeah, I know.
But this
That's why I was
one,
curious if it was the same one. So,
yeah, a different one, completely different pose. This is from Return of the Jedi, limited edition. See, limited edition to be determined. So guess
that's
what?
what we usually...
There's no rush
for
people to order this guy. When you put an edition size on a statue, people are going to rush together. There's going to be high demand, and it's going to sell out. You leave the edition size open, people take their time, they wait, they don't care. So estimated arrival, November 2017 through January 2018. Payment plans as low as about $61 a month. And the Sideshow exclusive is a swap out left hand holding a concussion grenade launcher.
Nice.
So before, this was Boba Fett kind of sitting on like an angled kind of platform. And this is more of a flat platform, a flat base there. Still very decorative.
Yep, very iconic.
Yeah, so Sideshow, big fans of Boba Fett, right? And this is a different Boba Fett statue, different pose, right? Looking pretty good.
Yeah, really good.
And so then, Sideshow had a teaser of a Chewbacca premium format figure.
You're not going to do the call?
I'm not going to do the what?
You're not going to do the call?
What call?
Call?
No, I did that last time. So, but you see, so this is a re-release of the Chewbacca that was released several years ago that I actually used to have in my collection, right? So this is the teaser of Chewbacca, premium format, the same one they released before.
Yeah.
They're re-releasing it.
It's interesting. Has Sideshow ever done that before?
They did it with C-3PO and R2-D2.
Okay.
Now this is with Chewbacca. It looks exactly the same, right?
It does.
Yeah, it does. So it'll be interesting to see if they've changed the base, and it will be interesting to see if they changed the price.
Yeah.
At the time, this was $375. I actually bought it for cheaper. So it'll be interesting to see how much the statue is going to be now, how much more expensive it's going to be.
Yeah.
In the back, Quang looks like a new Han Solo that they are teasing, right? Speaking of teasers, Quang, we forgot to mention something while we're talking about Thanos. Because I don't know if you watched the Sideshow Live video.
I didn't.
Where they were talking to Thanos' artist before they got started. On Thanos' base, they have him sitting there with a little Magneto helmet that they took off and set aside. So Sideshow is teasing Magneto. Probably won't be on the throne, but I'm sure probably mixed media.
We've been wanting
really
Magneto
cool.
for a really long time.
Yeah, so now Quang Yeah, all the Thanos is exclusive is sold out, but the regular edition is still available. Edition size to be determined, so he'll be available for a while.
Yeah.
Boba Fett is also available. Exclusive version is still available on the Sideshow website. We'll post links in the comments section below if you want to go get some business done with Sideshow. And then we're going to leave you with another teaser from Sideshow. This is
their own line, Court of the Dead.
From their Court of the Dead line, this is the Malavestros premium format.
Kind of looks like more of a Jester like.
It's a Jester, has crazy resin effects going on it. So, yeah, it looks like maybe their coolest Court of the Dead premium format statue. Yeah. So let's take a look at that video. Now, Kwong.
Meet mortals. You first must die to learn that heaven and hell are alive. I am Malavestros. Welcome to the underworld. Look, it's me. What a likeness! It's spectacular! Don't wait! Collect all of me!
Now, Kwong, last but not least, XM Studios.
Yeah.
Showing off a couple of teasers first.
We got Carnage. I think we've seen it digitally sculpted last time, but now they're actually starting to paint it up.
Yep, getting
Looks
some paint.
good. Yep.
And then we're seeing the back of Bucky Barnes, the Winter Soldier.
This guy looks like, just even, not to be gay, but even his back looks great already. Like, it looks good. Like, his straps, all that stuff looks cool.
Okay. I didn't know you were into robotics, Kwong. So this is a comic book version of the statue we're going to see. And then XM Studios been doing busts lately. We saw the digital print of this Thor bust, but now we're seeing it painted up.
Yeah.
I wish they did a full statue like this.
Yeah, I thought it would have been cool too.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Yeah, their busts are looking great, but I wish they were...
Actual
I wish these designs were the full things, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so not a lot from XM Studios lately. I think they're saving everything for...
STGCC?
Maybe. One of those Comic-Cons over there. I'm not sure if it's Thailand Comic-Con or STGCC.
Singapore or something.
Singapore, or, they might even... That might all just be the same thing. I don't know. But one of those Comic-Cons over there, the XM Studios is going to feature heavily. So they might be saving a lot of stuff there.
Yep.
All right, Kwong. That's it.
That's it
for this week's previews and pre-orders. Now let's get to our collection update. All right, Kwong. Well, I will start off this week. Yep. So I have a couple of statues on the way. I did finally get a shipping notice from ARH Studios of my Death Dealer on horse.
Yeah.
But checking the USPS website today, apparently he's lost in the mail.
Oh God. And that's 3 boxes too, man.
It's supposed to be 3 boxes. Apparently it's lost in the mail. They only sent me 2 tracking numbers though. Well, the second one doesn't work. First one says undeliverable as addressed, and it's in some other town, Murphy's, which is like up in the hills.
Good God.
I'm like, what the hell is going on? I just have such
bad experience.
Like, what the hell is going on? They asked me for my address, I gave it to them. Now it's in Murphy's.
Yep.
Getting snowed on, who knows? That's like 3 big boxes that are just in the wrong space. I don't even know what that. But at least, Kwong, at least I know that Black Panther is on its way.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, I saw it. I saw a teaser of it. Oh my god. Some people are getting it already.
Yeah, some people were getting it already.
I was like, I shouldn't watch this video, but I did. And I was like, oh god.
I did not watch the video.
Oh, I can't wait to get it, man. I literally can't wait for us to
I
get
want
it.
to go in fresh. So hopefully he'll be here next week. And we can have that unboxing up for you. Yeah. Next weekend. So I'm really looking forward to that, Kwong. So other than that, I just still tried to go buy some shelves today. They weren't in stock, so we couldn't get them. I just want like this cubed bookshelf from Target, right? When I go there and I see it, I usually have my Camaro with me, and I can't fit that big box in my Camaro. Mm-hmm. So I go like a week later, get my truck, go down there, it's not there. So I'm just having bad luck with that because I really want to get...
Oh, the 6 one fit in there now?
6 one's going to go there.
I don't look like it doesn't seem like it's going to fit, will it?
Yes, I measured. You think I just buy stuff without measuring, Kwong? Of course I measured it. So, yeah. Death on Horse, maybe, coming to the channel.
Maybe.
XM Studios. Black Panther, definitely coming to the channel. Mm-hmm. He looks cool. And then Kwong has, as promised, the Miles Morales from Kotobukiya.
Yep. Brought the old Ultimate, the Amazing Spider-Man for...
A couple episodes ago, we take a look at the Spider-Man from Kotobukiya. Hopefully that's in focus there.
Yeah. Should we bought this now?
Yeah, so he's going to open this up and show us the Miles Morales version of the statue.
For this one, the box isn't as cool as the previous one, I want to say. It's just Miles Morales related. The other one, we had like a bunch of like different Spider-Man on it as well.
Did they cost the same?
This one did, yeah. But Spider-Gwen that's coming out next month is a little bit more expensive. She's like 10 extra bucks or something.
Okay. So they're calling that on the box. Can you see?
Yep.
So they're calling this a pre-painted model kit rather than a statue. This is Artifacts Plus Statue 1/10 scale pre-painted model kit. Because as you saw with our Spider-Man, you did have to put him together.
Yeah.
I don't know why that makes it a model kit. Because most statues come in a couple different pieces and you have to put them together. But they're calling it a model kit. So he comes in that same plastic as the Miles Morales did.
I feel like he's more secure than the previous one. Oh, whoops. Probably should have did that first.
So he does have the same type of metal disc. You see, Spider-Man has a metal disc and he has magnets on the bottom of his feet. So he just snaps onto that metal disc. You can also just stand up without the metal disc, but he's pretty strong on there. And then so Miles Morales has, similar but different designed metal disc, right?
Let's see. Here you go, good sir.
So here is
his body.
His body. Is he exactly the same as Spider-Man?
Almost.
No.
I think it's just different hand, just on the
Their arms are opposite and different, yeah. And you got one hand, left hand. Maybe these are, they feel like different material than the other Kotobukiya statues, right?
Does it?
Maybe it's the finish.
Maybe
because it's more of a matte finish and the other Kotobukiya are more of a glossy finish. Let's see. Maybe I won't throw your head this time.
Just like the other Spider-Man came with that thingy holder to hold his leg if you didn't want to put it on the base.
So he just snaps into place. He has magnets on his feet and his knee. So he does just snap into place just like Spidey does.
Yeah, that's actually really neat. I actually like it a lot. Personally, I think Miles Morales looks a lot better than the Spider-Man.
You think so?
I think so. Something wrong with his ass right there, though.
He does have
like a crease or
quite the seam
around
his ass, right? Spider-Man does not. But yeah, I don't know. If you could see what Kwong is talking about, the seam that's here.
This is a little awkward. Can you like move that maybe or something? Is that what it is?
No, it's just where they had different molds and it must have been a different piece. And so, yeah. As a whole, how much did that cost?
50 each, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not bad for $50. You know, people are troubled by the rising prices of quarter scale statues, but you don't have to buy a quarter scale statue. These 1/10 scale statues, $50 each.
Yep.
If you can't afford to spend $1,200 on Thanos, that's okay.
Yeah, it really is.
You can still have a collection. You know, Kotobuki also does some 1/6 scale statues that are also cheaper.
Yeah, like that Guardians of the Galaxy one that we saw in the last episode.
Yeah, so Kotobukiya is a good alternative for those of us who
starting out, like especially like me.
Yeah.
It's definitely
early collectors or maybe collectors that don't have, spare $1,200 to spend on a statue.
Yeah, and obviously these for Kotobukiyas, I guess what I like too is that it's easier to get access to. Sometimes you can buy it at a comic book store. You can buy it obviously on the Kotobukiya website. So it's easier to get access to them compared to if you really want like an XM Studios or anything like that. So that's what I really like, especially for starting out, getting the smaller pieces to see if you like it. It's not bad. Like I definitely see a huge difference from the Amazing Spider-Man and Miles Morales so far, even though we just had him for a little bit, but there's a huge difference, I think. Miles Morales just painted a lot better, the sculpt's a little bit better, I want to say as well. So
yeah, I think the set as a whole, it's going to look great.
Yeah, I think so.
Spider-Gwen, and then you get Carnage and Venom and Agent Venom and all those statues I think are going to look really killer together. So Kwong's going to get the whole set. I'm going to show off the whole set here on the channel. Kwong, do you know what time it is now?
Question of the week!
It's time for the question of the week. And this week's question comes to us from Ryan Garcia.
Ryan!
On our Facebook page. So Ryan says, when do you know that you have finished your collection? So Kwong, I want to get your thoughts on this first, because you're a newer collector. You don't have a lot of pieces. So when do you know when your collection is finished?
I think, personally, for me, especially as, saying that new collector, I feel like, for me, I'm limited on the space that I can use, especially because it's in my room. So what I feel like is two options. It's one, you run out of room because I currently only have the 2 D-tops. I do have another room for 2 more if I needed to, but as a new collector, I'm getting smaller pieces. Do have some Sideshow premium format. I'm guessing when I get the statues that I want, because I'm super particular on it, when I get enough statues to fill up exactly what I like. For example, I grown accustomed to the symbiote Spidey that I have. Originally, I didn't like it as when I first got it, but I did grow accustomed to it. So now that I'm going to get 2099, and then possibly most likely that one-third Joker, not sure yet, waiting for pictures of it. But I feel like when you know that you finish your collection is you run out of room and you got an amazing setup. Like for me, like if I was you, what you have right here when they show the collector's update, when you have something like this, dude, that's a masterpiece as it is already, and there's not that much you can add to it. So I felt like if I was you and that's all the room that I had, I would have been done. And then if anything, maybe sell pieces. Like, if there's another piece like, oh crap, I need to get this Batman, sell a piece that the less piece that you don't like, and then try to get a new one to replace it. So I think that's when you know when your collection is done. Because obviously there's always going to be more statues that keep coming, and that can as a collector, that's going to keep making you wanting to buy more. But for me, I feel like space is the huge thing. Finding the space and making sure that each spot that you have has a theme of its own, and it's like the vision that you want in your head. is that the exact vision you wanted in your head? You know, if it is, then bam, you're done. That's it.
Well, I'm going to stop you because I think I heard someone knock on the door. And I'm expecting...
Death Duty?
Maybe. Hoping.
Oh, shit.
Okay, we're back. Sorry for that interruption, but that was USPS.
Yes, with
part
2/3 of
Death Dealer on Horse. So, Death Dealer on Horse comes in 3 boxes, so I have 2 other boxes delivered today. And I'm still waiting on that third box. Mm-hmm. So a lot of collectors have said when they do get them, they are getting the 3rd box separately. They're coming separately. These 2 were bundled together. Mm-hmm. But the other box, and I'm winded because 2 boxes together on top of each other. That was we almost missed her, Kwong. She was about to leave that little orange card on my door, and then I would have been pissed. I don't know what the hell the tracking says. Murphy's. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. Back to the question of the week,
Joe. So, Joe, when do you know that you finished your collection?
Never, Kwong.
Never.
No. You're finished when you're finished. But are you ever really finished?
I don't think that is. It's like a hobby that you continue to keep having.
Yeah, you continue to keep having the hobby as long as you have the money for it. You're finished if you don't have the money for it. But even then, right? Even if you're out of room, even if you run out of money, you can still trade statues. You can still sell a statue and buy a new one. The collection is only truly finished if you can't feed your kids, you can't put a roof over your head, you can't feed your family. All that regular, real life, normal stuff has to come first. If your collection's ever getting in the way of that, then it should be finished. Or you should at least take a break. But for me, when am I going to be finished? I don't know.
Yeah.
Because as my tastes evolve, so does my collection. So maybe 2 years from now, I'll say, screw Street Fighter, I'm out, sell all my Street Fighter statues, and then start collecting Sailor Moon statues.
Yeah. It could happen.
Probably not going to happen, but just as an example. You know, I bought a Dragon Ball Z statue, so maybe I stop collecting Street Fighter statues and I start collecting more Dragon Ball statues. Don't ever sneeze while I'm talking again. But anyways, Kwong. Or maybe, you know, just depends on what you like. Maybe a new movie comes out that you really like and you want to collect, or a new video game. You want to collect a line of statues from that video game. You know, you don't know what's coming out in the future, and your tastes change, right? Are you done?
No, I'm allergic to your bullshit.
Yeah, my wife says the same thing. She says the same thing. So, you know, it's never really finished.
Yeah.
Even if you run out of room, sell something, make room.
Yeah.
Even if you run out of money, sell something, make money.
Yep.
Or do some trades.
It's like an endless hobby.
Yeah.
Until you just can't.
It is an endless hobby. Not that you can't stop, but it's a lifestyle. Cool.
It's addicting too, man.
Yeah, it is addicting.
It's easily addicting.
And once you join and get on board a hype train, like that Thanos hype train, that
you just get sucked into a black hole of collecting, and it's just like it's already making me itch, man. I need some more statues, Joe.
Maybe it's too much bullshit for me out there. He's itching, he's sneezing, he can't handle all my bullshit. So, yeah, Ryan, you know, everybody is different. Everybody's collection is different. Everybody makes different amounts of money. Everybody has different amounts of time. Everybody has different family members, different spouses that will either let them collect or maybe only let them collect a couple pieces, or maybe you only have money for 1 or 2 pieces. That's okay. And every collection is different.
Yes.
And but it never has to end until you want it to end, until you're satisfied with it. I don't know if I'm ever going to be satisfied with my collection, because new pieces keep coming out and like, wow, yep, I want that. I don't have room for that. Piccolo's got to go then. Piccolo! So, you know, just depends on you, but it's ever evolving.
Yes.
Hobbies evolving. Statues are getting better. They're higher quality. they're also getting more expensive too.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, are they getting expensive?
It's hard being in this hobby, man. This lifestyle is just too much.
Shut up. One freaking statue a year over here, and he's talking about how the hobby's too much.
It is. College
It is
student,
too much.
man. College student.
It is too much. Honestly, sometimes I look at my pre-order list and just like, wow, what am I doing? What am I doing? But I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I love getting statues. I love displaying statues. I love unboxing. I love making videos. I love doing the reviews on them. I love everything that's surrounding it. I love the statue community, polystone addicts, all their crazy drama, people going crazy and arguing about statues, and it's just fun. It's just a community. It's just great. So, but prices are getting a little up there.
Yeah.
And so when prices start getting to $1,200, and then Prime One pieces, $600, $700, $800, $900, $1,000, right? For every statue, it's it makes you wonder, right? Mm-hmm. Makes you wonder because the amount of money I spend on statues. Do you think about the other stuff that you can be doing? But there's nothing I'd rather be doing, or I would be doing it, right? This is my hobby. I love it. There's nothing I'd rather be doing. Kwong, we could go to Hawaii.
We could.
We could go to Hawaii with me.
Yeah.
We will?
Mm-hmm. Run off to the sunset.
You're not allergic to my bullshit?
No, I'm not sneezing right now, so I think I'm okay.
You should scoot over a little bit. Right, so Ryan, thank you for your question. Let us know what you think of Ryan's question in the comments section below. May share some of your answers on next week's episode. Now, Kwong, it's time for this week's featured video. This week's video is Gina B Collecting, and she's reviewing the XM Studios Captain America. The one that was like I think it was a Simply Toys exclusive. You could only get through there, but you could still get Captain America through other people. Yep. That XM Studios backroom business or whatever.
Dark alley sales. Underground, whatever you want to call it.
Not really, but you just get it from people in Singapore. The first rule of XM Studio statues is you don't talk about XM Studio statues. But Gina B is talking about XM Studios Captain America.
Uh-oh.
She's a 4K review. She's got great production on her reviews. It's just super cool, super professional. I really like her style. And I think her review of Captain America is great. We saw this statue printed a lot. Yeah. And often said it looks like a monument, right? Unpainted, it looks like a monument. But painted up, this is a really cool and really great Captain America statue. And I think Gina B does an awesome job and has an awesome review of this statue. So make sure you check out her review and check out her channel. And if you know any other videos that you would like us to feature here on the channel, some cool videos, some cool statues, let us know in the comments section below. Hope you enjoyed this latest episode of Statue Talk. Let Kwong and I know what you think of some of the topics we covered in this week's episode in the comments section below. We may even share some of your comments and questions in next week's episode. Now, Kwong, out of everything we covered here today, what are you most excited about? M. Bison?
M. Bison from Pop Culture Shop.
Pop Culture Shop Ultra?
Yeah.
You an M. Bison fan?
Yeah, dude.
Does this make you, as a new collector with a limited budget, want to buy M. Bison?
Oh, dude, no, because that's going to be like at least $1,200. $1,000?
Quarter scale statues. Zangief was...
It's going to be expensive.
Like $550 or something? $600? Pop Culture Shop
is... It's going to be like $800 for him.
This isn't a 1/3 scale statue.
You never know, man. It's M. Bison.
You're tripping. You
M. Bison.
No,
he's like flying, dude.
It's still PCS.
He's like flying.
They are still reasonably priced on the quarter scale statue.
No, I will not most likely not get him because you will be. Because you have the Street Fighter ride.
I don't know.
I don't.
Depends on where he's going to fit in the budget. Though he won't be released until 2019.
Yeah, so that's the thing. If you don't get them, I'm not getting them. Just to bring them to the show.
So, Guang, what am I most excited about?
I don't know, Joe.
What do you say?
You tell me. I kind of want to say Scarecrow, but then I don't think you're going to say Scarecrow.
That Scarecrow exclusive would be an awesome choice, but I'm going with Thanos.
Thanos.
It's the obvious choice.
It is.
Most excited about it. I love Thanos. Sold out. Waitlisted in less than 10 minutes. Sold out. Not too long ago after. I don't know the exact time of that, but definitely less than an hour. I think it was maybe 20 minutes later. So definitely going to be the most expensive statue I've ever bought directly from a company. And I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be huge, it's going to be a beast, it's going to be a centerpiece of my collection, and I hope it means more cosmic pieces from Sideshow.
Please.
I let them know on Sideshow Live I want to see Adam Warlock. They said that'd be cool. But that's shit. Make it happen, Sideshow. Give me my mixed media Adam Warlock.
I'm looking forward to that Magneto though.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing Magneto too. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel to keep up to date on all of the latest statue reviews, unboxings, and collection updates. Reviews, Piccolo is next, and then Arion, City of Horrors. Unboxings, everything's part of Death Dealer today. Maybe I'll get to unbox them this weekend. And Black Panther from XM Studios, definitely.
Yeah, you very gotta wait for me for Black Panther.
I will wait for you as Black Panther. I may wait for you on Death Dealer as well, because it's coming in 3 giant boxes.
You're gonna need some.
And I might need some help. I probably don't need help. See this baby? Big ass bicycle. Here at the gym. So, remember, statue collecting is more than just a hobby, it's a lifestyle. This has been Joe Prodzik.
Kato. Ultra.
Thanks for watching. Now, Kwong, hit the music.
Go, go, Power Rangers! See you guys on the next episode of Berserk!